in and the scoreboard will start ticking. How is it going to happen, Avantika? And do you have Brajesh Kumar Singh with you?
Yes, indeed, I do, Anand. And just take a look at all the action behind me. The excitement is palpable. Brajesh Singh is with me, the group editor, Convergence. Brajesh ji, you're the man of the moment. Tell us a little bit more about the live result hub. This is so special. How is it going to work? We have so many people around here and all the numbers. It's going to be a tsunami of numbers very soon.
Yeah, this is the unique property we have at the Network 18, and perhaps this is the only one in the entire media industry. Almost 20 years ago, in the election of 2004, the 2004 Lok Sabha elections, for the very first time we started such kind of setup that is known as the live result hub. If you look at this entire setup, it is more than 100 plus manpower from every department, including editorial, technical, IT, operations. It's a cohesive effort, and through this we try to be accurate as possible, because even the election commission cites about our own credibility, in most of the elections in which most of the rivals were in the another directions, we are the only one who were perfect, absolutely correct. And if you look at the desk, this entire composition, we have the different desks to cater every state. For example, we have a Madhya Pradesh desk, Haryana desk, every state. We are catering all 542 Lok Sabha constituencies because the 543rd one, the Surat, is already declared. Apart from this 542 Lok Sabha constituencies, we are also going to track the assembly elections in Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. So this is the only place from where you can get the accurate 100%
Avantika, just ask him the flow of information. When will the numbers start coming in? From when can we start expecting the numbers?
So when will the numbers start coming in? Just tell us, when will the numbers start coming in?
Look, this is 7:30 in half an hour because counting is going to start at 8, and the process is first to count the postal ballots.
Yeah.
So whenever this counting of postal ballot, it will start, we will have the update, because in the election commission setup, they declare the result of postal ballots in round 1, while in our setup, we are ahead of the election commission because we get the results directly from the counting centers, and across the country we have 717 counting centers, and to cater these 717 counting centers we have more than 720 reporters. That's the vast network we have.
Oh my God.
So
just
720 reporters placed across 717 counting centers, and these are trained reporters to understand the results and also process of counting. The postal ballot numbers will start coming in just in about 29 minutes from now. We've got the counter coming through. And thereafter, which state will start bringing in? Less than just about 28 minutes now to go as we start the numbers. Interesting about the postal ballot, and Rajiv Kumar Mishra, our part of our research team, has just put out this information. I'm just reading this. In the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, postal ballots played a crucial role in deciding the outcome in 9 constituencies across 8 states, where the victory margin was less than 5,000 votes. Notably, these ballots surpassed the victory margin in each case. For instance, in Machil Shahar, Uttar Pradesh, the BJP won by a narrow margin of 181 votes with 2,814 postal ballots counted. Similarly, in Chamarajnagar, Karnataka, the BJP clinched victory from the Congress by 1,817 votes with 2,943 postal ballots cast. In other seats included West Bengal's Arambagh, where the Trinamool Congress defeated the BJP by a margin of 1,142 votes. A total of 1,549 postal votes were counted there in 2019. The BJP retained the Khunti seat in Jharkhand by defeating the Congress candidate by a margin of 1,445 votes. As many as 1,951 postal ballots were counted in Khunti in the last Lok Sabha polls. Jehanabad seat of Bihar, Tamil Nadu's Chidambaram, Koraput seat of Odisha, and Andhra's Guntur are other examples where the postal ballots actually decided the victor.
And this time there will be more postal ballots coming through because the EC has actually changed criteria and included more categories. So older people above a certain age can also, and there are other criteria also for others.
So the postal ballot numbers have also gone up.
22 lakh postal ballots. I think
it was
this time it's a little more than
of
that.
the overall number.
Yeah, 25?
Around 5 lakhs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So earlier it was 0.3% of the entire number. So this time it's...
No, I just want to add to what the live result hub, and a lot of people, particularly from other channels, have been calling us and asking, how do you get the results even before the election commission or the returning officer has declared it? So just to explain it in simple terms, if let's say there are 10 EVM machines that have to be counted for round 1 to be declared, our reporters, and you heard Brajesh a moment ago, 720 reporters in each of the counting centers have been trained in a way that if you feel that a candidate of party A or party B has already got a margin which is more than the number of machines to be counted. Let's say they've counted 5 machines, that's the live hub. If they've counted 5 machines and there are 2 more machines left, and the candidate of party A has already run up a margin which is higher than the entire number of votes on the other 2 machines, then he calls up even before the RO has declared round 1. So that's how we get the numbers at our live result hub much faster than before. The leads. Yeah, sorry, the leads. Much before the returning officer in each of these counting centers is.
And we are able to
and of course that
consolidate the
lead
leads.
can keep changing
yes, of course.
round by round.
Yes. They will keep changing round by round, but the leads also then tend to consolidate overall in terms of similar. So there is no drastic going up of the leads and
It
then
depends
coming
also
down
on
of
the area, I
confirmed
suppose, no,
number of
Anand, from
victories.
where these particular EVMs or...
So that's the beauty with these EVMs.
Yeah.
It's
don't know.
democratized. You don't know. Last time I think we got the first lead from a constituency in Rajasthan. The time before that, it was from Tamil Nadu. So it can be from anywhere. It can be from anywhere that you get the first.
Depends on the counting centers opening. Some of them also open at 7:58. Others will open at 8:02. But the counting centers, once they are open, we will get reports of counting centers opening, the counting beginning. And then thereafter, once the EVM counting. Now, sometimes it takes 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes 25 or 27. If there is a challenge in some counting centers, the counting could be delayed. So those could also determine where the results will come from. But
so
by about 9 a.m., by about 9 a.m., we should have all 543 seats sending out data.
I just want you to explain to the viewer this point, because I was looking at a large number of people from a particular ecosystem who've been claiming that channels regularly, goose up the numbers to show something so that it can be validated finally by the EC. They're trying to sort of direct the direction in which the election is headed. So if you could just
there could be
elaborate
postal
on that.
ballots that could come from about 300 to 350 constituencies, if not more. And those postal ballots will also reflect on the early leads. So what we are going to be putting out are the early leads by party and perhaps by state. Because there is no direct...
And of course, the live stream is also coming from the Election Commission.
Seat-wise or constituency-wise, you'll get data by the state and you would get the early leads. Who's got the early leads? The first 25 to 30 minutes, it's all postal ballot. It's only by about 8:50, 8:55 that the EVM round 1 counting would have gotten over and the postal ballot consolidation with the round 1s, and you'd start getting data. But by about 9 o'clock, you should get at least 542 seats. Leads will start coming in. And that will consolidate, and by the time we get into 4 or 5 rounds of counting, we should be somewhere around 11:30 when you would have more or less a clearer
there are about
picture.
13 to 14 rounds of counting.
Typically. But by the time you get to about 5 to 6 rounds of counting, largely across a lot of seats, you know what kind of margin of victory is, and then you are able to see the kind of leads that somebody takes in those constituencies, and you'll see the leads. The settling down of the numbers, confirmation of the seats will not happen at 9:30. If anybody is calling the elections at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, then they're really jumping the gun.
I don't think after 2015 Bihar elections anybody's ever done that. And a small note here on exit polls and why should they goose up the numbers. The only, and I'm saying this with a lot of responsibility, the only reason anybody could do that is possibly to short the market. I'm from Bangalore, so I'm into all of these things. So I have to say that this is the only thing I can think of. You want to short the market.
You can short the market a day and then live with that, lack of credibility for the next 4.5 years.
That's the only thing I can think of.
That's the point I was making. Why would you want to shoot yourself?
Exactly.
You have a legacy to live up to.
Money control representative.
Managing editor, money control.
We have a word on this. So fundamentally on exit polls, two points. Firstly, on exit polls, historically, the exit polls have been wrong in the direction of it only once, which is the 2004 one. Globally, in the 1992 one in UK, when John Major
the
lost,
Trump election.
the Trump election with Hillary. But if you talk to people in the markets, and a lot of our reporters have been talking to, the markets had factored in a result which is similar to what the exit polls have predicted for a long while. A lot of the position in the markets, a lot of people also hedge the other way around and on the short calls. But a lot of fund managers had hedged, had factored in this result a while ago.
Yeah.
Now, whether it holds or not, we'll see.
So Nalin, advise Rahul Shivshankar where to put all his extra money in. What should he do today?
Laddus.
I think laddus.
Buy laddus.
Laddus is where you should put your money.
You can give some to us.
Everywhere it's laddu.
You can redistribute your wealth, Rahul.
It'll be all
decided
taken.
that the menu for today is aloo puri and laddu.
Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go.
Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC TV 18. Now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
Thanks so much for watching CNBC TV 18. For all the breaking news and top stories, keep following us on all our social media platforms.